live button. Okay.
How funny would that
Wow, what a way to replicate it.
Doesn't,
So I almost pressed the go live button because I'm an idiot rather than just pressing the
be? Doesn't
record
Trash
button.
Taste like record theirs live, like on Twitch?
No,
They don't.
that's Trash Taste After Dark they do on Twitch.
What? There's one podcast that does.
There's plenty of ways to go about doing it, and there's nothing wrong with like going about doing it as live. I know the Yards method has been to cut very little.
Yeah,
and that's always a good way I think to go about.
I like that we do that.
I think it just keeps it as organic as possible.
Yeah.
I think that people don't really come to a podcast these days for information. They come for an experience.
Yeah.
They come for a certain dynamic.
Something I've been experiencing is information overload. I've been making some bad dog shit fantasy moves.
Oh,
due to this.
Jesus. What has gotten to you in the way of actually
so
fucking up your brain?
The only one that's been eating me up, well, actually there's like 3 that have been eating me up.
Okay.
I've drafted like 2 sleepers.
Okay.
And after 2 weeks, I dropped them, and now they are like top 10 in their position.
I mean, they're sleepers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and then I dropped Juju Smith-Schuster.
Well, that's just dumb. I know who that is, and I'm not a football guy. You're a fucking idiot.
You only know him because of the one amazing season he had.
I just
with the
know
Steelers.
the name. It's a badass name.
True, but he's been bounced around to like 5 different teams. You know what I mean? And
Happens.
like also like he just started producing.
I feel like a lot of people probably have similar experiences in football.
But
a lot of players.
The reason I'm only missing him is because I'm hurting for that depth now.
Just that.
Have we started
There we
yet?
go.
I don't even know.
We always be starting. Hello and welcome to episode 36 because I'm giving you the freebie.
Let's go.
The 1 in 10 podcast. We are here. We are chilling,
Yeah.
Bing style.
You guys didn't see this, but I did guess the week correct.
Yeah, we have some lost footage officially, which is funny because in the last segment we were talking about how there's lost footage. So now there's even more lost footage.
Dude,
this is way too close.
Yeah.
Right there it is. Sweet. Yeah, we be Bing chilling.
Yes.
Like John Cena in China.
True.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. What else has been going on in your fantasy world other than like just fucking my brain up a little bit there for a second?
It's been a tough season. 3rd most points scored against, 4th most points in the league.
Any collusion?
No.
Maybe a whisper.
We respect rat moves.
Shout out to the rat if he ever hears this.
Yeah.
And shout out to all of our listeners. Let's just give a little love for a second here. We know there's like a good little demographic now. That we have some female listeners actually.
Yeah.
There was a joke made about the
Man,
wham.
I guess you guys don't get the cringe now.
Oh, dude, that was actually brilliant. Yeah, sorry, you guys don't get that, and that's rough. This is very meta contextual, and I love it.
Yeah, I know.
They don't know what we know.
Yeah,
but we know a lot.
We do know a lot, dude.
But we do know that we do have at least like a good handful of female listeners in our demographic. We got about like 25, 30 people listening between audio, video nowadays.
Which is cool.
And we love that. Also, if you're a new listener coming back around to the catalog one day, love that you're here now. Thanks for being here. Imagine being part of that experience.
Oh, a new listener?
Yeah, but like how far down the line, Because we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably just do this forever.
What do you think would be like that? Like if that when the blow up happens, right? Like how people go, sure, but like how like when that happens, people go back to watch like old, like that one big YouTube video happens for a YouTuber who's been doing it for a long time.
Well, not even just YouTuber. Like, do you have any like podcasts you've done that for?
Well,
I have a few.
Yeah, Come Down. As soon as I started listening to them, I went back and started listening to older ones.
That's the same thing I did, dude. I heard one bit. I heard G slur, jackass, and I laughed my ass off, and then I was like, "Damn, these guys are the kings of comedy. I need to get in on this bit."
Like for Come Town, I feel like the one that like people would go back to immediately is like the gay Viva La Bam like stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gay jackass and gay Viva La Bam were so funny.
Yeah, exactly. But like, so which one of our episodes do you think that would be?
Mathematically, because I could tell you what episode it is by a number, probably.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Give me your opinion first, then the mathematics.
I think it's episode 18, Overwatch Too Late.
Okay.
That one is the one that is like, it seems to get people randomly to click.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's a Habbo Hotel on the fucking thumbnail and nothing with Overwatch on it. But that's like the weirdest part I think of the method is sometimes the names have absolutely zero to do with the thumbnail, and I love. That's the thing. I appreciate the art.
one of my favorites is like where we talked about Robbie Anderson for like maybe 3 minutes, and he just made his way onto the.
No, what do you mean? It made sense.
Yeah, it did. We did talk about. It was directly talking about how he looked. Yeah.
Yeah, because you said he looked like an anime villain, and then I put another anime looking ass dude. Yeah. Fucking Daemon Targaryen.
Yes, dude. Oh man.
It was two entertainment villains.
Another Sunday without Hot D. My heart just grows more cold.
Yeah, cue Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On."
Yo, you want to hear something? You're gonna think that what I did is foul.
Go on.
I watched like 30 minutes of the last episode of the Ring of Power, but I'm still on it. I have only watched.
So what happened? What happened to the? Wait, what?
Yeah. So what happened? Let me explain. So I was in my room. I went downstairs to eat dinner.
Okay.
And like my sister's watching it.
Okay.
Because she wanted to catch up.
Is it the beginning of it, or was it just like a chunk of it?
It was the reveal of who the old man is. So basically around there.
Wait, of who the old man is?
Like where they think he's
Oh, they think he's we can talk about it. Why are you trying to hide spoilers? We've never done that.
That's fair.
We did that like 3 times, and then we just gave the fuck up. If you listen, you subject yourself to what we want to talk about. Yes, that's how this works.
Where you find out the old man's not Sauron. He's some motherfucking guy who's good.
He's implied to be one of the Istar. Well, he is known as an Istar, but it's not known who he is. So he's either Saruman, Gandalf, Radagast, or one of the two blue wizards.
Probably going to be Gandalf.
I mean, they're heavily alluding to that. Obviously, I think the nature magic and some of the other things he said.
The fucking hat thing.
Follow your nose.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the very end. You don't know that part yet. You'll get there.
Yeah. I don't know. So I basically just watched while I ate dinner. And
so do you know who Sauron is then?
No.
So we don't even spoil it for yourself remotely. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought you thought like that out of order watching experience. It would have soured you.
Let me actually get my real opinion on Rings of Power now that I have finished my second watch through.
Yes, okay.
As a Tolkien fan, currently rereading the Silmarillion because I just bought it again.
Yeah.
I used to have it a long time ago, lost my copy. Now I've bought it again. I'm actually considering buying the illustrated version that's like a hardbound book that's $40 that just came out.
How many pages
today?
Is that? Like,
today.
With, like illustrations?
Huge.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I want it so bad. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
I love the illustrations too.
Fat book.
It's $40. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's probably pretty.
Yeah, thick book.
Yeah, I hope so. The paperback copy I have is probably about that fucking thick.
Sheesh.
Easily. So, no, I mean the first watch through is rough because
it slows down.
Well, no, it's weekly. It's weekly, and the pace is so fucking dog shit slow.
Yeah. But
the problem is, and we talked about this even when we were like doing the live experience to some degree.
Yeah.
It's that it's a 5-season show and it knows it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking just dragging you through the mud of shit just to build up more stuff.
Yeah.
Which honestly, have you watched the extended editions of Lord of the Rings recently? Because they kind of do some things there too, like that they don't really need or not super compelling always, you know? You have to get to the next thing.
But that's like the extended version.
And the theatricals are not better than the extended, my friend.
Okay, I don't know. I've only seen the theatricals.
Oh, you need to watch the extendeds.
Okay.
They're way better.
That's fair.
They're longer, but they're much better.
Okay.
And like much like kind of, like you've done already, kind of, stop and go and watch. You can do that with the Lord of the Rings movies, actually.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do.
There's a lot of movies like that where I feel like they can be watched episodically.
Every Marvel movie.
And there are some movies.
Don't at me. Don't at me if you ever. No, that's how I do it. If I'm watching Marvel movies, I turn them on at night and I'll watch like the 30-minute section. As soon as there's a good scene transition, I'm like, perfect place to stop, baby.
Yeah, exactly. There's one movie that comes like there's some movies where I think would be just have benefited as being a TV show.
Sure.
Like the first one that comes to mind for me is like The Irishman.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like a fucking 3-hour movie.
I mean, he's not gonna ever make a TV show though. He's a movie maker.
I make cinematic art.
It's true, he does.
He does make it. It's true. That movie is a work of art. It is good. It is good. It's just slow.
It's no Goodfellas.
Yeah. It's no good. Yeah, true.
Goodfellas is my jam.
Man, I wish I could have the experience of rewatching that for the first time again.
Ooh, that's a good one. Is that your movie pick of one movie you could rewatch for the first time ever again and suspend like all disbelief? You don't even know what's gonna happen.
Fuck, it's up there.
I think it's
I don't think it's number one, but it's definitely up there.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a really good answer.
I think I'm so glad I watched it when I did, because like if I watched it like in high school or like middle school or something, or like when I had a younger age, I feel like I wouldn't appreciate it as much.
Yeah, I can see what you mean there.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that notion. I'm trying to chew on the idea of what movie I would pick, but it's It's not easy, y'all. It's not easy being green. Kermit the Frog said so. And with that, I'm going to say Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Just pick a dog shit movie just to hurt yourself again, like one of the new
Back
Star
at the
Wars.
Barnyard.
Yeah.
No. What movie would I rewatch completely? Totally on. The hard thing is, like, a lot of movies are like sequels and trilogies and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
you start getting into the semantics of things. And you're like, I can't even pick like.
I feel like John Wick 1 would be one that I would like to do. Yeah. Oh,
But then
man.
it's 2 and 3.
Well,
it doesn't.
it doesn't matter because like when
so
I
like okay. So my real answer then. God, I don't know, man. I'm having a really hard Hook. Yeah,
really.
yeah, I love that movie.
Okay.
That's like in my top 10 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fair.
my favorite Robin Williams movie by far.
That's fair.
That's just a good movie all around. I grew up on that movie.
Oh man, that's another one that I wish I could.
Run home. Jack.
Yeah, I don't know.
Run home.
But yeah,
Jack.
there's a lot of movies that are pretty good on the first watch. Oh, Avatar. Oh man,
No,
dude, no. If I could go back in theaters as a child and rewatch it again, that experience is great.
you had the experience of being a child watching it. I was a teenager. I was jaded already.
That's fair.
I saw Transformers, and it looked like someone took the utensil drawer and just shook it in the air. And I was like, enough of that nonsense.
Yeah.
I hate this. I hate everything about this.
Yeah, dude, the Transformer movies. I mean, I don't know. The one where Optimus is like riding a T-Rex is pretty cool just for that.
No,
scene
that
alone.
movie's horrible.
Dude, that scene alone is like fine.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
You're the problem with Michael Bay movies. You're the issue, not me.
It's because I don't hold Transformers that close to my heart.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I grew up with like Beast Wars and like all the Transformers shows, the toys. Like that was
Beast
my
Wars.
jam, dude.
Like what you love them collecting the Energon cubes or whatever.
It wasn't about that then, man. It was just about survival.
That's fair.
It's just about survival against all the odds. Like Beast Wars was when they turned to animals, so then they like were like there was like a naturey almost element. They were robot animals.
Yeah.
So it's like yes, there's this faction of Decepticon versus Autobot,
Yeah.
but they also have to like survive in the world, and like that's the whole thing. Is like they're the last of their people.
Yeah.
They're constantly just trying to survive.
Do you want to talk about someone who almost overcame the odds and succeeded very closely? Almost in 5 games.
I don't think we're ready for that yet.
Not yet? Okay.
No. Esports is going to be a large chunk of this episode. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that happened this last weekend. We'll
That's
get to
fair.
there in a minute, though.
Busy moments.
Yeah, let's stay on the other medias. We've been watching any TV shows.
Oh, dude, I've been fucking grinding Better Call Saul. Oh
Ooh,
my god, bro, this show is fire,
Yeah,
I
that
love
show
it.
is pretty good, man.
dude. Like it's all you love, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched too much of it. I have popped into some Discords. People are watching it, and I'm like, I'll tune in because I loved Breaking Bad, but I'm just not. I don't want to commit to a whole show like that right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's big right now.
yeah.
It's full. If I had done the seasonal experience, I may not have fucked up like I did.
Yeah,
But I did. I sat on it for too many years, and now I just like,
it's like my in between show because I don't have any like weekly shows coming out aside from anime. Oh, dude, 1,000 Year Blood War. You on that shit yet?
Isn't it like #1 out of all animes weekly right now? I saw that's like ranking like even it's higher than Chainsaw Man.
We are 5 episodes in, Alex.
That's what I'm saying.
This catapulted Bleach into the best anime ever created.
Okay.
Dude, I understand watching.
I mean, Chainsaw Man exists.
Watching this season, it like because I never read the manga, and I probably will now.
Yeah.
Because it just of how insanely different it is from the original anime. But I can totally see why the studio did not, whatever original studio was doing Bleach, did not finish this. You know what I mean? Do not do this arc.
Yeah.
Also, like I was intentionally trying to be as ignorant about this show as possible, just because like if it was bad, whatever, but if it was good, oh my god, all these like things. And I realized it's gonna be 50+ episodes.
Yeah, it's like 52, 53.
I can't even begin to wrap my brain around it after seeing just the first 5. I love shows like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I have slept on Bleach this entire time. I just saw that it catapulted to it stayed at #1 basically.
Yeah.
With Chainsaw Man right behind it, and I'm like, well, that's depression because I love Chainsaw Man.
This is better than Chainsaw Man.
That's doubtful.
As someone who watches both and would call Chainsaw Man currently like the best original anime of the year, like best new IP. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Then that would be it. But if I'm just doing best anime of the year, and this goes above like even Attack on Titan, whatever, it looks beautiful.
Now, for the record, when you say Attack on Titan, just remind everyone you have not read.
No, I have not finished Attack on Titan. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't have a good opinion yet. It's all right.
Well, it doesn't matter because the season that aired was this year. I'm like, okay, if I no, wait, this is actually
it's just a funny concept to me to hear that the ending of Attack on Titan, because I know what it is and I know other people know what it is and they know it's very controversial.
Sure,
people know that from the outside even.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, that's a funny concept to me.
No. Okay.
We'll get there one day.
So what I'm saying is, I
get you.
I don't care how good the ending is because if when that ending part 3 of like the final, how many parts is it?
I think this is actually going to be the final part.
Okay, so when
I'm hoping
when part 2 of the final season comes out next year, and it's the best thing
part 3.
Part 3 of it comes out next year, and it completely blows my mind away. And
it starts in January or February, I believe,
of 2023.
Yes, sir.
Then it becomes in the running for best anime of 2023.
Now, actually, that's an interesting conversation. Do you know what the next season looks like? It's insane.
I have no idea.
Konosuba season 3.
Oh shit, that's already.
Hang on. Attack on Titan final season part 3.
Oh, Tokyo Revengers.
Yes.
Wait. Jobless Hero.
Yes. Jobless Reincarnation. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Mashoko Tensei. Yes. And
yeah, I saw this.
And there's one more.
No, there's a lot more.
Vinland Saga 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's even more than that though too.
I know. It's an insane season.
2020,
Winter 23 is going to be nuts.
Winter's usually like always kind of packing the most heat. You know what I mean?
Shut your dirty horn mouth.
Summer and spring this year were kind of
Attack on Titan 2 years ago was literally the not the part 2 but part 1 was like the most drought season I've ever had. It was just Attack on Titan. That was the only good thing going on.
What else was coming out that year, bro? I don't know.
Maybe everyone was waiting on Demon Slayer season 2. Oh, it's Demon Slayer season 4.
Oh, I guess during that time it was just like the other seasons from the season before were ending. So I'll be hyped. Best arc.
It's the best arc.
Yeah,
it's literally the best arc of the entire series.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good if they don't overly censor it.
Yeah,
if they overly censor it and they don't do it justice and they don't go with the author's original ideas, they fucked it up.
Yeah,
but if they don't fuck it up,
best season. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Basically, how I do my yearly ranking, like, or my opinion on the year is like, if the fucking first episode comes out January 1st, 2023, it can only be considered for the year of 2023, that calendar year. You know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense. It finishes and starts in
exactly.
the same year.
So like for the year 2022, literally Bleach is just hard destroying everybody.
Didn't Attack on Titan also come out this year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 5 episodes in, I'm already calling it better.
I don't know about that one, bud.
I
respect your opinion, but I'm just gonna be real with you about this. Bleach has done something. I think. Have you watched all of old Bleach?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I watch it a lot.
So you know that it can let you down.
What are you trying to say? It's never let me down, except for Fullbringers let me down. That's for sure.
What was the best arc in Bleach? Like the base Bleach, not 1,000-Year Blood War. What's the best arc?
It's a tie between for me it's the Arancars, but a lot of people like saving Rukia.
Exactly. Let me tell you, there's some lulls in between and after those things.
What's the best arc in Naruto? Original base Naruto.
The best arc?
Yes.
My opinion or a fan probably opinion?
Give me both.
I don't even know what the fan opinion is. My favorite one is probably the tuning exam.
Tuning exam / Sasuke retrieval, right?
No, not Sasuke retrieval. Okay. I hate that arc actually. I think it's so fucking stupid.
So those are usually the two fan.
Right. I mean, for me, it's tuning exams. Really, it's like the culmination of the tournament, and then like the death of the third, and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there for me. And then I'd say my second is probably the Naruto Bridge arc.
Yeah.
Like that arc's insane. That's like one of the greatest like intro arcs to ever happen.
Crazy how Naruto's 220 episodes and all those events happen before episode 70.
Yeah, Yeah, there's lulls. And I acknowledge them the same way. I'm saying it let me down.
Yes.
I'm not saying that there's not good parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, I think Bleach is fine.
I'm saying that since there's 52 fucking episodes or more, that there's a potential for you to be let down again.
I think this being the final arc and the culmination of things, I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Probably.
And it'll definitely be fine for the calendar year of 2023.
Here's a question. Do you think people can watch 1,000-Year Blood War without watching old Bleach?
It'd be kind of hard to.
You think so?
Yeah.
You need at least a little bit of an understanding of what's going on.
Well, you're just gonna you're gonna watch
like,
it.
what about me, guy who never really finished it but has watched a lot of it in the past? And
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay, so I know what's going on.
You know who, you know what Ichigo is and who Ruki. You know what I mean? If you
he's a Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you've never watched Bleach and you just jump into this season, you're literally gonna be like, why the fuck are all these people saying Ichigo? Like, who the fuck who is this guy?
Who
like,
is Ichigo?
Why is his Bankai the only one that can't be fucked with? Like, what is this? What is a Bankai?
Yeah, imagine watching Bleach and not knowing what a Bankai is. Never mind, that's a silly question. Yeah, you're right. Also, for all 22 of you who don't know what a Bankai is, get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked, dude.
Go watch all of Bleach. So
Yeah.
you can watch Thousand Year Bloodborne and understand what we're talking about.
No,
I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a watch for sure.
Yeah, you could literally watch up to like Hueco Moon.
Well, hear me out. There's like a list of things, and right now Sam and I are really back in a era of like watching things together.
Mm-hmm.
So currently, our big show has been Power Rangers SPD.
The police force one.
Listen, if every bad guy is a terrorist, they're doing a good job. Shut up.
Yeah, dude.
They're a space terrorist, dude.
ACAB.
Dude. A street ruffian black cop bought in. He was a guy who got picked up and he bought into their program. I think they're doing good things over at the SPD.
That's
there.
bad.
Also, these are the cops of the future, brother.
They do good.
They've sorted out the racism.
Yeah,
they only arrest aliens now.
That's
that are blatant criminals.
Okay.
Like what's the whole thing that they do? Like they do the whole like judgment mechanic, right? And if someone's not guilty of a crime, it says they're innocent, and then they get to go free.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I guess that all cops aren't bastards in the future of Power Rangers.
What they're going through the rigmarole of arresting like aliens for jaywalking in space.
No, they don't do that. No. They do some intimidation tactics though, of being like, we could shut down your operation for health codes, or we could do this. And it's just like, that's a misuse of power. That's fucked. So Sam and I talk about that a lot. It's pretty funny, but no, in all honesty, the plot of that one is just so fucking good.
Yeah,
like there's an actual ongoing, like it's a week-to-week episode show, but then it very quickly in the middle of the season towards the end changes to, oh, all those things that you thought were not connected, by the way, overarching plot.
Yeah,
and then it turns into an overarching plot to end the series, and it's really enjoyable.
I love that. I love intros.
There's some twists, there's some turns, there's a lot of like extra like plot things that come in.
Yeah,
like we just got to the point where it was revealed that the commander, he was once a warrior and not exactly one anymore. He's just the commander. He's a big dog guy. If you remember that guy, right? Okay, yeah. Big wolf boy.
Yeah.
Right. So he's like, I won't fight because I swore to throw down my sword after the fall of all of my people and the loss of my wife. And then he decides to pick up the blade again.
Yeah.
Becomes their sixth ranger and also like joins the team. But then he goes at the end, like when he's persecuting the criminal, who's the guy who he fought when his planet fell.
Yeah.
He accuses him of crimes, proves him guilty, and then he's like, "You're responsible for the disappearance of my wife," and then he's innocent. So it's revealed that he actually wasn't in charge of the whole like thing of his wife disappearing, and that like she might actually be alive.
Whoa.
It's like these big plot movements. Like, whoa, that's
a little deep for a kid show.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly dark.
Targeted to a kid,
right? Like for 5 to 10-year-old boys, basically. But it was fairly dark for like what it is, and it's like, wow, this is actually good.
Staying on like the mech kind of thing. I'll just start with a question.
Yeah.
Do you like so obviously like maybe less so this season, but like when there are like like I think you're pretty weekly with your animes like me. You don't like stockpile them like some people.
It depends on what happens in life.
Yeah.
So
but in a perfect world,
in a perfect world, I was a weekly guy. But then Demon Slayer season 1 happened, and I got really slow burned by it at first, and then I waited until episode 20 came out, and then I watched everything in that season. And then I went back to weekly.
Okay.
So like. It just depends on the show too. Like if the tempo's not good for the show,
okay,
I'll give it a break and come back to it.
I'm very much a weekly watcher, so like
if I'm hype on it, I'm weekly. But like I'm also behind on Chainsaw Man right now.
That happens. Like getting caught.
That happened to me with Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. I watched the first 2 episodes when they came out, and then I fell behind on episode 3 for a while because it was the one where they introduced what's her face, Nail and Hammer Girl.
Yeah.
And then the next episodes, as I know now, they pop the fuck off with that super high tier curse. And it's like, whoa, I needed to watch those.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch them at the time, and I fell behind, and people were telling me like, oh, well, the movie's coming, you need to watch this. So I caught up.
Right now, this is
it just varies.
So this is like, I guess my question was like, so this is one of those rare times where I am like all caught up on my weeklies, and I'm like, do you ever just throw a dart at like a random other weekly show to like try starting?
No.
Or do you just pick something that you
know? No, I have a list of things that I know I want to watch from recommendations, other things, and I go to those when I have that time come up.
See, I ignore the list. I have the list. It's written.
You never get to the list then. You never enjoy the things on the list that you've been meaning to. You never watch Bokurano and feel true sadness.
Hey, I mean, no, things will get to the list eventually. It just like
Do you know what Bokurano is?
fuck no.
It's like the better version of Ava.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts off with these kids, right? Like 13
Oh,
of them.
Darling in the Franxx.
No. Don't even compare it. Darling in the Franxx is like
Way
actually
better.
remotely enjoyable to watch. This is a great show, but a miserable experience to enjoy as a human being.
Kind of like Made in the Abyss.
Sure.
Which did I already talk?
Oh yeah, isn't Made in the Abyss season 3 supposed to come out too?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so 13 kids, right?
Yeah.
One day, giant robot comes from the sky,
Yeah.
and they're beamed up into robot, and they're told that they have to pilot the robot, and then there is another robot on the other side of this like dimensional barrier.
Yeah.
And if they don't fight this robot and kill it, that they will die and the whole Earth will die.
Yeah.
So kids don't want to do it. They're scared. One kid gets brave enough, decides to do it.
Yeah.
They fight robot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving you the plot of the first episode.
Yeah.
Because you need this for like the whole thing, but it doesn't spoil it.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of does, but not really. They win. Okay, all the kids are happy and stuff, right? They stop. They're like, okay, world saved. The kid who piloted the mech dies.
Oh.
And there are more attacks coming. So the kids will systematically have to one by one face their own mortality as they have to go forth with piloting this world-saving robot, or else all of Earth dies.
That's insanity.
And see that alone, like you gave with plot. No, because it's more about the stories of the kids and about who they are, and like about their lives and like what it's going on with them. And like some kids had like good lives, some kids had fucking. There's this one girl has like the saddest fucking story. And it just it breaks you as a human being a little bit. And sometimes I just need to be broken to feel something.
Yeah.
So
man, so talking about a miserable watch, bro.
Welcome to the One to Heavy podcast, by the way.
Made in the Abyss. It is fucking. So you know me, I hate.
Made in the Abyss is good.
I hate child protagonist. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2.
Okay, I hate child protagonists. So like when I saw like a clip of like one girl getting yeeted, I was like, maybe I could watch this.
Yeah.
Dude. Holy fuck.
You fucked up.
I hate child protags, and I enjoy like in Skyrim. I enjoy like the mods where you can eat.
You telling
the
me
kids.
you hate Dan Kuso from Bakugan? Yeah, you almost forgot about him, but I won't let you.
Yeah, dude. I wrote him off, and he never wrote back.
By the way, best character in that show was Shin.
Which one is he?
He used the wind ones. He had the long black hair.
Yeah.
That guy was fucking dope.
Okay, in all those shows like that where they're based on like a physical game.
You know who you hated?
No, I was gonna say the character that's always like the best is like the wind or like the third guy, not like the rival or the main character. Like in Beyblade, it was like the guy who would always like
the white tiger guy.
Yeah, white tiger guy.
That was your favorite?
He was the best.
He was cool. They were all cool. I liked all 4 of them.
Yes.
Because the one who had the turtle was really cool too. What were their names?
Ah, fuck. I know the one guy was Ryu, the second main character, I guess. The Sasuke of Beyblade.
The Sasuke who used the Phoenix.
Yeah.
God, Beyblade was such a good show.
It's so good.
Have you gone back and watched it ever again?
Dude, I watched Metal Fusion.
No. Have you gone back and watched the actual original show again?
I think so, but it's good. It's good.
It actually holds
up.
Yeah,
it's good enough to where I watched Metal Fusion, which is arguably better.
No.
Yeah.
It's better animated, but it's not good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Beyblade Burst is better.
Yeah.
Bay Wheels.
Dude, what the fuck is that shit?
It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's equivalent of
My
Beyblade.
God,
Think
bro.
about it.
Yeah.
Car games on motorcycles.
Yeah.
Beyblades on wheels. Same thing.
But like, is
Same
it just a race?
Yeah, man. I don't know if I
Bro, how's a toy supposed? Like, what is that supposed to? Like, what kid's gonna be like? Roll the fucking wheel.
I don't know, but you know what? They did re-release Bakugan a couple years ago.
Really?
Actually, yeah. There's like a whole rebooted series on Netflix.
Damn.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I actually watched it.
Yeah.
It was good.
You remember the?
Maybe this is my argument. Yours for Metal Fusion, mine for reboot Bakugan.
Yeah. What it's a deep cut, like old card game kind of anime. Well, it is a card game as well. Chaos or whatever.
No, get out of here.
Dude, you remember that shit?
Yeah, because you said the name and it brought up all of the horror. That chaotic, you mean?
Chaotic, yes.
Yeah, that game
bro.
was an actual game too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't a good one.
I think the game itself was fine.
No,
the animation.
No. The animation was horrible.
Dude.
It was that weird, like almost paper looking shit.
Yeah, dude.
Well, no, it was good the first season, then it got worse over time. Actually,
yeah, it got awful.
Kind of like how like American Dragon Jake Long did. You remember that show?
I love that show.
I did too, but the second season was way worse because they did the skinny version of Jake, where it was more like cartoony, and he used to be that big, buff, muscly dragon. That shit was tight.
Yeah.
That and Dave the Barbarian went so hard.
Dude, Dave the fucking
Dave the Barbarian.
Oh man,
So good.
such a good fucking show. That's a deep cut.
That's on fucking Disney Plus right now.
Damn, I don't know if I could bring myself to do a full rewatch. I could.
I started watching something on Disney Plus again to get back in the deep recesses of your mind. You're gonna forget about this and remember it instantly.
Yeah.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Have you heard about that show?
Do they have like the weird heads?
Yes, they're all little robot monkeys.
Yeah,
and they have it's basically a fucking. I think it actually is an anime that got adapted for English television. I'm not joking because the kid's name is like Shiro.
Okay,
it's like Shiro and then all the monkeys.
That's fucking
that show goes fucking hard.
It does go hard.
It goes way hard.
Yes, dude. There's a lot of good shows like that.
Yeah, Disney Channel original movies go hard too. We watched Eddie's $1 million Cook-Off recently.
Oh, Eddie's $1 million Cook-Off, bro.
But how am I supposed to bake if I'm not a girl?
Bro.
That movie is straight misogynist towards women. It's crazy.
Dude, those movies. Dude, I
mean,
it
was 2003.
We
were not woke. 9/11 had happened though.
We already talked about this one a long time ago, but Double Teamed
is so good.
I don't remember. Did we watch like that?
Do you remember the grilled cheese scene?
Of which?
Where they're in the kitchen on Christmas Eve and just like, well, we don't have anything. We're snowed in. We have tournaments. Like we can have grilled cheese.
Yeah. Going grilled cheese, save Christmas.
Oh, dude.
What's it? Brink. That's another
Brink is actually good.
Yeah, it's actually good.
It was just a good movie.
Oh, what's it?
The Rock, dude. Did the Rock scene fucking fuck you up as a kid
too?
Yes. I got scared every time I saw a Rock when I was riding my bike after as a kid. Yeah. So for the context of the viewer, by the way, there's a movie called Brink, and it was one of the first like year or two's Disney Channel original movies. So it was very early.
Wasn't it like a bowling team who also rollerbladed?
No, that's Alley Cat Strike.
Alley Cat.
You're thinking of the different one. Okay. So in Brink, it's about kids who roller skate, right? Starring one Walter Jones, the original Black Power Ranger, also in the movie as a side character. But it's about Andy Brinkman, and he has to.
That's his real fucking name.
Or Andy Brinker, I guess is what it was. He works at Pup and Suds, the dog wash place, and he wants to be a professional inline skater like the cool kids are. And he keeps having scuffles with the head cool kid on the pro team, and not getting along with them. And then he has to do some downhill race. Or he eventually gets to join the team and he has to bail on his friends, and his friends are like, "That's not cool, Soul Skater," because they called each other Soul Skater. Dude. Oh, dude! So it culminates in the beginning of the climax in the movie is this scene where he's now on the team and he has to race against one of his friends who is a female that was on his team, and he's like his best female friend, like not girlfriend but best friend. Yeah, that was pretty woke of them in the 90s.
That's some woke shit.
That was. So they have this downhill race, and then the head cool guy throws rocks onto the road, and it makes like her gravel and it makes her eat shit and really get hurt and bang her arms up. She's like got a bunch of scars.
Dude, whoever did the fucking makeup for her arm did not have to go that hard.
They did a good job.
Yeah, maybe it was real. Like the spill was real. Maybe.
I don't know.
That poor girl thought that was her big break.
Well, leave it to movie mystery.
True.
No, in all honesty though, then it's this whole thing. He realizes he fucked up, and then he found out the guy tried to hurt her on purpose, and that's fucked up. So then he quits the team. He forms Team Pup and Suds. They win the skate championship. The big skate championship.
Oh man.
Dude, it's so good.
Do you remember? It's Johnny something.
Johnny Tsunami. And then Johnny Capahala back on board.
That's the one.
Yes,
the sequel.
The snowboarding one.
Yes, I love that's the best.
So I had qualms as a kid, and I'm realizing when you said this just now and how excited you are about it.
Yeah.
I had qualms growing up, like enjoying the snowboarding one morning because he's a surfer, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But then I realized, like you're saying right now, like that movie's actually just better.
It's way better.
But do you need? So here's the next question. Yeah. Following the Bleach conversation, do you need Johnny Tsunami to watch Johnny Capahala back on board?
Man. the film snob in me is like, yes, you fucking vermin. But like,
now listen, you can watch one Avengers movie, or you can watch both Johnny Tsunami films back to back.
Holy shit! What a great film!
Here's another good one for you: Minutemen. Do you remember that one?
Is that the one where they could go back in time?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude! This is like
they dressed in all the snow suits. Yeah, dude, I watched that movie last year. Bro, so good. It's still
actually good.
Yes.
Oh man.
Now, what was a bad one? I'm gonna go Stepsister from Planet Weird.
I don't even remember that one.
That's the one where they are essentially gaseous beings and they're just bubbles. and they're disguised as humans and they keep burping and farting and stuff.
Yes.
And they have to, and then like the mom and the gas dad, who's a real man, like they come off as just odd people.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to behave as humans because they're not.
One that's good.
And then a giant fart bubble shows up and he's the antagonist, and they end up popping him, and he smells bad, and that's how they win the day.
One that is like, I think objectively bad, but I still like it a lot. The Phantom of the Megaplex.
That movie's great. Shut your fucking
Dude,
mouth.
the plot
The Phantom of the Megaplex strikes again.
It's just Scooby Doo.
Yeah, dude, it's great. I love that movie.
If you don't like Xenon, you're probably a misogynist.
Yeah, the Xenon trilogy is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say the Even Stevens movie is actually one of the low points of the Even Stevens series.
For sure.
So I'd say that's probably one of the worst ones.
What's another really good? I can only think of Gas, bro.
See, my problem is that I start thinking about other movies. Like I think about Sky High, but that was an actual movie.
That was a real
and I was
movie.
like, well, that was a really good movie. Though.
Yeah.
And it was always on Disney Channel.
I'm trying to think.
Also, that movie. Here's one of my thoughts I had when I was young.
Yeah.
When I was like a young 20-year-old lad. I want to. I was like, I want to get super like baked on an airplane while watching Sky High. So while listening to what's that? Touch the Sky by Kanye.
You're
West.
such a fucking
so
dork.
I could be Sky High while getting Sky High while listening to Sky High while watching Sky High.
Jesus, bro, the plane would have blown up.
For the audio listener, my big galaxy brain just grew 5 sizes from getting Sky High 4 times.
Bro, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be driving home and I'm gonna wreck my car.
Wait. How much so it's squared, cubed, and then what's left are cubed? Do they even teach us that?
Dude, no.
Blame the schools.
They just say to like the power, like to the fourth power.
Yeah, I guess I'd be Sky High to the 4th power.
Yeah.
Sounds lame.
Yeah.
Sky High to the 4th though sounds way cool.
Yeah. Sky High to the quad.
Sky High to the quad. Me and Breslin were in the quad. And we were in Sky High.
Quad, bro. You guys want to hang out at the quad?
Nah, I'm good, fam. I didn't go to a traditional college. I went to fucking community college and didn't finish, bitch.
Hey.
Proud of it.
Let's go.
Kind of. I mean, as deeply shamed as you can get, but whatever. I'm also doing fine in life.
Yeah, I was gonna say life goes on. You're doing fine.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You just do all right, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely encourage, if the younger listeners, if we ever have those, to go to school.
Follow your heart, man.
Yeah, I mean,
unless you're an evil person.
Yeah, unless you're just dog shit.
Yeah,
don't.
Unless you're dog water and can't even fucking jiggle peek, you fucking little bitch.
You can't build a 4x4 in 0.1 seconds in Fortnite. Don't even bother.
Brother, if you cannot hit the fucking cross smoke, I'm gonna unalive.
Also, if you can't, what's the dance with the Luddy? No, not the Luddy. What's the other one? If you can't get sturdy.
Oh, sturdy.
Yeah, if you can't get sturdy, don't even bother.
Get sturdy for me. Yeah, if you get sturdy for me, all this is free.
You mean my education?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, there's a guy who works at a vape shop that does that. And he's like, hey, if you get sturdy for me, like, hey, it's all free. It's never free.
That's funny.
It's so
That's
funny.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude.
Let's hear it.
Dude.
Let's hear it.
Should we talk about esports?
I think we gotta talk about esports.
All right.
It's about that time.
I think it's time for the esports segment, because guess what? Last episode was called Esports Christmas, but now it's Esports
now
New
it's
Year.
real. Like
It's like the aftermath. Like the tournaments are starting to wrap up. Well, has the CS major finished?
Nah, playoffs starting like this weekend. Yeah.
Gotcha. See, I didn't realize it was multi-week. I always thought it was like
it's like 3 stages.
Gotcha.
And there's just more teams, because like each.
Well, that's like the last major one of the year, like for
Of this
CS,
year.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's like literally, it's like also the last major esport event that we even care about this year.
I think the only one that is the only storyline / tournament that matters is maybe like one more IEM event, because then if FaZe win it, they win a Grand Slam.
Well, let's not say that there's not more stories.
I mean, yeah, it'll be like trade rumors and shit like that after the major.
Yeah, that's just that. What I'm saying is that this is like the last actual yes, the IEM thing, the Grand Slam is very much a real
all the players walk away with $1 million.
Fuck, for just the IEM or for the Grand Slam?
For the Grand Slam. It's like a $4 million thing.
Is that the culminated prize pools of each event?
No.
Together,
So IEM, like those TOs and everything like that, like they have a thing where if you win 4 events in a calendar year, you win the Grand Slam.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like a trophy. It's a whole thing.
That's hard. Has anyone never done that before?
Yeah, Twist has done it.
Oh.
Team Liquid's done it.
Sheesh.
I think Team Liquid might be the only ones to ever do it. There might be one other team, but
Maybe
maybe Navi. Like when they won the
What about Old Fnatic?
I wasn't around then.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I think it only came around when Liquid like really became fucking good.
That makes sense. So yeah, what's going on in the major right now? Where are we at? We're about to start playoffs.
Man, it's crazy. So Challenger stage happened. Like the teams that, I mean, there's some disappointments. Like I think Nip didn't make it through or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
But like now we're in the Legend stage, and obviously this is where you're starting to see tier 1 teams go home and things like that.
Yes,
but
sir.
some early knockouts was Vitality.
Yeah, I remember you said something about that, and I was saying maybe Zaiwu actually isn't that good after all.
No, Zai was good. Apex is just dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, Zai was not good enough to get Apex over the fucking finish line, so.
Hey, it took Simple like 5 years.
I'm just saying, dude.
Yeah, it took Simple since he was like 2013. But what was I gonna say? The next big name, we were just talking about him, FaZe. They went 0-3, first team knocked out.
Do we predict any roster changes going into IEM?
Fuck no.
Good.
They're gonna hold this core until the end of the year for like the possibility. Because if you change the core now, there's no shot you're winning the IEM. Every other team's just too filthy, and everyone who enters that tournament is like, and any I don't even know if there is an event after this. I'd have to double check.
Yeah.
But any team going into that tournament is gonna want to fucking beat you, so you to spite you.
Yeah.
Because like, if I'm right, and Liquid's the only other team that's accomplished this, so 5 players.
Yeah.
Also, you don't want Twist to get his second. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Oh, Astralis would be the other.
Oh yeah,
Prime Astralis.
Yeah. Prime Astralis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they won literally 4 majors in a row.
True. They did.
They won everything.
Damn, impressive.
Yeah, and it's so crazy when living through that time period. Like, you're like, it's like the Patriots. It's like you feel like you're never gonna see anything like that ever again.
Damn, that is hard.
You're never gonna see a team gel that well. You're not gonna see that like cohesiveness, that like Astralis redefined the game. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. That was a very prolific time.
Yeah. Like a lot of teams will have plays where they just say Astralis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
They definitely created a style and innovated on that.
Heroic made it through. Great. Love that.
So let's put it this way: who is the favor of whom is left to win the tournament?
To win the tournament, fuck. I mean, I guess like you can never count Navi out.
Yep.
I guess I'll just start talking about the teams that did make it through. Navi has made it through. Heroic has made it through.
Yep.
What were the other teams? Fnatic did not make it. Oh, Fnatic did. Fnatic did. It has been 1,745 days since they last made a major playoff.
Wow. That's rough.
Yeah, it's been pretty. Yeah, so they're in there, and I think teams like that, especially just Fnatic and just how they are, like everyone obviously is going to underrate them and just be like they should lose because they should, but those teams are the scariest.
Gotcha.
ENCE is gone.
Ooh.
Team Liquid has to win tomorrow, otherwise they'll be gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, Team Liquid's pretty good. Elise is probably the one you need to cut.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but no, the major's fine. It's anybody's game.
Right on. Glad to hear that from the CSGO corner.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to my realm, and then we'll go to the mutual realm after.
B&E's gone. R.I.P.
We love you, Juan Flatro.
We do love you.
Juan Flatro! I know we have a listener who loves that shit every time we talk about it, and he's not an esports guy.
Really?
So he loves the Juan Flatro joke.
Dude, Juan Flatro, like, I don't
It's so good.
I can't believe I thought this was for the longest time I thought this was a Spanish organization, literally because his name was Juan Flatro. They're from Kosovo.
Yo, this guy is just a dead gamer too.
Dude, he's not
fucking legend.
Nothing Spanish about him. They're all like just homies that
I love that, dude.
Gamed.
Yeah, we just be playing games.
Dude,
okay.
on their Twitter, it literally says, "Hey, anyone want to buy us yet?"
Hey,
it's pretty dope.
Hey, hopefully next year, man.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe after IEM.
Yeah,
that would be nice for them. Okay, Overwatch. I got into the esport again because Overwatch 2 is now like
a thing.
Well, it's about like being able to observe the game and actually not play it before felt really bad. And then when it first came out, I was like, all I want to do is play it. But now I'm like, well, I want to learn what the fuck is going on in high tier play. I want to understand. I want to see how like the mechanical plays are being made. I want to see how people are using ults, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I started watching, and coincidentally, it was the weekend before playoffs, so it was qualifying weekend. And I was like, oh, where's my team, the Dallas Fuel, at? Oh, they're number 1. They already qualified. That's cool. Let's just watch to see the meta. So the meta at first to me was just like this weird amalgam of just a couple different picks, like a few rotating things, a lot of Lucio because he's the move and speed boost. So it's like, I am the only person who has that. Might as well have that. Move and speed's good.
Yeah.
AoE healing, that the alternative of his form for either speed or healing, also good.
Yeah.
You know, you turn the speed off, turn the healing on, switch back over in between when you need to. Good time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like, oh, this is weird. And then I got to playoffs where the good teams played.
Yeah.
And it's just the mirror match every game.
Really?
Yes, it is. This is my favorite meta of Overwatch I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, because it's 5 characters that I play.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Before that, so it's Winston the tank.
Yeah.
Every game, basically, both sides. You see a little variance of some other rotating things in for the slot, but it's mostly Winston.
How many characters were in original Overwatch at its like final?
I don't remember. I know they added 3 new ones.
Were there pick bands?
No, there's no pick bands.
No pick band. Okay.
Yeah, no pick bands then, no pick bands before.
Okay.
There's just
like
roll lock.
I like
so
that.
there's like, it used to be 2-2-2, but now it's 1-2-2, meaning 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 healers,
Yeah.
or 2 supports. So everyone's playing Winston, and it's all like, even teams who have other, because most teams have multiple tank players on their rosters
Mm-hmm.
because you have specialists.
Yeah.
So like, for example, the team that got second place, San Francisco Shock, which is a 2-time championship team in Overwatch League out of the 5 seasons, they have a guy named Mikey who typically wasn't playing much during the season, but then when Winston and Wrecking Ball's not super meta, but when Winston became meta, like, that's one of his champions, so he's just playing every game now.
Yeah.
So it's Winston, and then the DPS are Sojourn, which is one of the new heroes. She has a railgun, and then her right click is a charge shot.
Yeah.
So the more you land, the more your charge shot does.
Yeah.
So you click ahead with that thing on a full charge, and they're just dead.
Yeah.
And then it's Reaper, and he's the guy with the 2 shotguns in hand. So he's for close range flanking. Walking straight up into a tank because he heals off of his shots too. So he's good to duel a tank into.
Yeah.
And then your healers are basically Kiriko and Lucio every game. Like, and I play all 5 of those heroes.
That's fair.
Like, Lucio's my most played. Kiriko's my number 2 now for healer. And then I love Winston, always have.
Yeah.
Not my most played, but up there. And then Reaper, like, love the dude, always have. Sojourn has my highest win rate on my account now.
Yeah.
I have a 62% win rate with her because she's just fucking insanely cracked.
That's wild.
I'm not good at landing headshots, but let me tell you, those occasional ones I do, I hear that dink.
Do you like the no ban system?
Yes.
Okay. Like, would you like overall, like just for every game, or
for Overwatch, or for like every game mode of Overwatch, or just like
I was thinking, like, would you because I don't like the current ban system for League. Like, I feel like it's only 5 bans each is too little.
I disagree with that notion.
But I feel like the thing with it is, like, if you do like no bans, then it's going to be a mirror matchup of the same 5 champions every time.
Well, right, but that's kind of the thing I like about Overwatch is the mirror.
Yeah.
I think if you could retain the mirror, but giving the most I would ever do when they add more and more heroes, because they will add more. They have another one coming out. By the way, this is where they're fucking up, is they're putting characters associated with battle passes. So you have to grind a free pass to level 55 to get the character, which is going to happen for the male tank, or spend $10, get him for free instantly on the premium, and then be done. Which is what I will be doing, because I have credits still. But I think the only thing you could do to make Overwatch better in the future is add a single ban to each team, and then allow same picks still.
Okay.
It's not a draft. It would just be a blind, but after a ban.
That's fair.
Because I think part of the game is the mirror match. I think knowing how to play the mirror and a team being better at the mirror in a certain meta.
It just makes the mirror shows who's the better team.
Correct. And that's the whole thing, is that in a mirror meta where you don't really have the room for flex, it's about that ultimately at the end of the day, is who is the better one at executing this style of composition.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really exciting to watch those plays in Overwatch particularly. I think in League it would be really boring, but I think in Overwatch it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Because it's such a different pace of game.
Yeah.
So end of playoffs happened on Friday, and it was Dallas Fuel took it home in a 7-game series that went all 7 games. It's first to 4, and they went 4-3. It was a nail biter. It was insane. And I was just like, wow, what a fucking series of Overwatch played. Some people are calling it some of the best Overwatch ever played. Obviously, it's the first one of 2 versus 4 seasons of Overwatch 1, so it's hard to say what's the best, really. But people are talking about it quite a bit, of like, it's a really, really informative and like It's informative how the league actually is playing out right now and what's strong and what's going on and who needs what adjustments. Like Sojourn definitely needs a nerf.
Are they going to expand this to other regions?
It is expanded to other regions. My brother.
Oh, is there going to be like a world event, international?
Well, they used to do the World Cup. That was their international event.
Okay.
So the way the league works is that it is international. There's just a Pacific and an Atlantic division. So like Dallas is an all Korean roster, but they play in NA and they play on that side of the world.
Is there like a Shanghai team?
Yeah, there's the Shanghai Dragons, the Guangzhou Charge, or the Hangzhou Charge. There's the Chengdu Hunters. There's the Seoul Dynasty. Seoul Dynasty were the 3rd seed.
Is there going to be a Worlds, or was that what we just saw?
Yeah, so this was the Overwatch League final, which is the.
Okay, I understand. So everybody's encompassed in this one league.
Yes, let's explain how this works. So they announced that it was going to be a globalized league from the start, which where they have team names like Dallas Fuel, Houston Outlaws, San Francisco Shock, and then you have your Asian teams and your European teams too. You have London Spitfire, you have Paris Eternal. They're all in the Pacific region as well. So basically, they only had so many teams. They expanded in season 2 with more teams coming in. Mm-hmm. They have like Vancouver, and they have other teams join then too. But basically, they all were located in LA for season 1 and part of season 2. At the end of season 2, which was 2019, they started doing the homestand events, and those were basically at arenas where you'd have like 2 teams who are local. So the big one was the Battle for Texas with Houston and Dallas, and then you'd have other teams showing up there too, and they would all play matches over the weekend. It would culminate in the big match of the show match, and then it would on Saturday, and then on Sunday, based upon who'd done the best over the weekend, you'd play in a final for circuit points.
That's fair.
And then they started doing the globalized league. But then COVID happened, and it fucked up the globalized league really bad, and it made it really hard. Some teams had to decide whether they were playing in Eastern or Western, basically, and they couldn't have it either way or both ways because they couldn't travel anymore. And there used to be like a plan to do cross-divisional stuff where you'd do your first half of your season or first quarter against your league only, and then you'd switch halves, and then you would go back and forth, right? So basically, that got all scrapped, and it kind of made it muddy in between. The whole point, though, is that having these globalized leagues definitely has drawn a lot of attention. Seoul Dynasty is like the prime Korean team. There's several Korean teams, but they're like the one you want to play for if you're a Korean.
Yeah.
And then there's like the strong LA teams, and then the strong there's San Francisco, 2 LA teams, 2 Texas teams. There's Washington D.C. So there's like a pull for East Coast.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, it really does.
I think
a good job.
Aside from CS, Overwatch has my favorite league format. I think
they did a good job with the whole globalizing thing, because I think that's actually a really cool thing is that people who are from an area clearly align to that team.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have people like me who are just like the teams and stuff, and I'm like, well, Dallas has been the brand that when they entered, it was the team that I liked who they picked up, and it was a whole team of Team Envious.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, stick with them. And then they picked up these Korean rosters I liked over the years. I'm like, cool, and now they've won. So I'm like, great. But now we talk about the big boy moment. Parm, you want to lead us into it?
Oh man, dude, how many years has it been for Deft? How many
to get to semifinals?
Oh man.
But as a career, 10.
10 years.
He debuted 4 days after Faker. So for those who don't know who Deft and Faker are, let's tell us a little story here. The greatest world final in League of Legends happened this past Saturday.
Yes.
It was T1, the greatest organization to ever play League of Legends.
Yes.
Versus the greatest underdog of all time, DRX.
Yes.
They are 100% the greatest. This is the okay. If there's a documentary next year and you've never been into esports,
GBay99, get on it.
I mean, he did help the other one, but no, for real. If DRX are not internally producing a documentary, a 2-hour-long feature film about their year, they are fucking up right now.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, let's give y'all a little rundown of our world champions DRX here.
Yes.
Let's not talk about the players other than Deft, because Deft is this very prolific person. You've heard us talk about Faker, who is the Michael Jordan of League of Legends before.
Michael Jordan is the Faker of basketball. Let's not get it twisted.
Shut up. Okay, let's keep it simple. So, Faker is the most prolific person in League of Legends by far. In esports, too.
Yeah.
He is the #1 paid athlete in Korea.
Yeah.
He is a celebrity beyond reason. Deft is a guy who also went to school with him, high school with him.
I didn't know that.
Oh, they went to the same high school. It's a well-known fact. It's been known forever, right? They didn't know each other then.
Yeah.
But Deft was rank 4 at the time Faker was rank 1 and rank 2 in Korea in season 3 or season 2. So everyone, even amongst his own friends, was like, Oh, you're not ranked 1.
Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine being ranked 4 on the greatest server to ever be created for League of Legends, and then like, oh, your friends are shitting on you at school because they hear rumor that there's another kid at school who's also really good.
Yeah, and who's just better than
So
you.
he has been overshadowed his entire career.
Literally.
Faker debuted, I think, on like April 3rd of 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Deft debuted on like April 7th, like 4 days later. They've both played over 1,000 games of League of Legends professionally. They both are these incredibly prolific players. Okay. For the record, also, I'm just going to remember that you said this the other episode ago. You said, there's no way you're telling me that Deft is better than Jackie Love. I'm so glad that I get to talk about that again in a minute.
Hey, Jackie Love's still better.
No. 100% wrong. Jackie Love got carried by his 2 solo lanes. Deft literally carried several games across all of the
Oh,
world
I know, but I love saying it.
Shut up. Shut your dirty mouth.
Ring count.
They're equal, and Deft has more domestic titles in China.
I'm sorry, how many internationals does he have?
More.
Wait, like how many worlds?
They each have 1.
Deft won a worlds? When did he win worlds? Did they win? Did DRX win?
Yes.
I didn't finish the series.
Are you joking?
No, I just thought T1 took it.
You've got to be joking.
I know, I had no idea.
You really didn't know
I
this?
didn't know.
DRX won in game 5.
Oh, I thought they lost.
No, they.
I was watching to a certain point, and I was like, I think they're gonna lose. And then
You didn't see the end?
No.
Faker and Zeus tried to TP backdoor to win game 5, and they threw on a Baron. When the rest of T1 threw on a Baron, and they almost won it, and then they fucked it up, and they lost because Kingen played the greatest Aatrox play of all time and kept them from winning the game. And then they ran down through mid and won the tournament.
Oh shit!
Deft is a world champion.
I knew this whole time.
You really thought T1 still won? You thought Faker got his 4th ring?
I didn't see any tweets about it, so I just assumed Faker won his 4th.
Oh my god, how have you not seen? Okay.
I literally.
Okay, so let me preface. So
I didn't
T1 Faker, greatest player of all time, greatest org ever to play. Okay, they are the kings. Let's talk about DRX's story to Worlds real quick. Okay, Deft. So Deft is this other man who has been trying for years. He's gone to China. He's come back. He was on KT Rollster 2018 when they won first place.
Hype.
Yeah.
I love that team.
They came back, and then DRX 2020 with Pioshik and Karya back in the day. No, because we'll get to that. Because guess what? Karya on T1 nowadays. Pioshik's still on DRX. Okay, Pioshik's a world champion right now. We're gonna get to that story too. Okay, so Karya in 2020 with Deft on DRX says to him, "One day I will give you a world champion." Deft before finals says it's time for you to pay up because he's on the other team. He wants to beat him and take the world title, so Karya cannot have it.
Damn.
Yeah. Cold-blooded, dude.
Yeah.
Not even cold-blooded. Honestly, just like a banger. Koreans are known because they hype them up for the trash talk.
Yeah.
And they are like known to say things.
Damn.
Like this.
So like I normally get League updates.
I can't believe you didn't finish this fucking series. It's literally the greatest series of League of Legends possibly ever.
Okay. So I was watching and I just got busy over the weekend. Like I had something that needed to take my attention away.
Yeah, I know. It was a Saturday night.
So I was just like, fuck. I assume T1's gonna win, and then I just never went back and finished it. And
strange on the side. Is what you're doing.
Basically.
Okay, so let me tell the rest of the story. So DRX makes World Finals, and everyone thinks they are not going to win. But let's tell you the story of how DRX got there really quick. DRX was, in 2021, a 10th place team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? No one was expecting them to do well after the 2020 roster exploded.
Yeah.
Okay? Because basically everybody left, including Deft. Deft left for a year last year. He went to Hanwha, and he played at Worlds last year.
Yeah.
With Chovy. Okay, we'll get back to that Chovy guy in a little bit. Promise.
Yeah.
So in summer of this year, DRX plays 6th in playoffs. They do not even get past their first playoff. Okay, they lose their series. But because of points, they qualify for the 6th place seed in the bracket.
Yeah.
So they have to play 2 best of 5s for the regional qualifier to qualify as the 4th seed for Korea's representatives at Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
They play both best of 5s, take all of them to 5 games, win, qualify. Super underdogs, right?
Yeah.
Other teams that people wanted to see at Worlds from Korea that are not there. They are in play-in stage. Play-in stage is infamously against wildcard regions or teams that are from like Turkey, Brazil, Oceania.
NA.
1 NA representative, 1 EU representative, 1 Chinese representative as well.
Yeah.
They place first. They successfully get out. They don't have to play a best of 5 to get there. Great.
Yeah, didn't they win 5 in a row?
Yeah.
They
lost 1 and then they've won 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They went hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zeka starts popping off a little then. Zeka's the mid lane or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all like, okay, DRX maybe actually do some things here, right? We go to group stage. They are given the group of death.
Yeah.
There was they had because it was started as the group of death.
Yeah.
It became the group of life during that run.
Yeah.
We'll get there. So
Lot
they
of
play.
implosions.
They have a bad day one. They continue to do well. They go 5-1 in this group as well.
Yeah.
DRX come first seed. Impressive. Now we go to quarterfinals. And we go to the bracket stage. And people start saying, surely not DRX.
They can't be
Why?
JDG.
No, not JDG.
Or was it
EDG.
EDG? Sorry, yeah.
So EDG, Edward Gaming from
Yeah.
China.
World
Number 4
champions.
seed. Number 3 seed from China. Former world champions from last year.
Yeah.
Literally the same exact roster.
Yep.
People said, surely not. There is no way that Deft can beat Viper. Why? Viper replaced Deft eventually one day on EDG because Deft used to play on EDG as well.
Yeah.
So they beat them in a best of 5.
Yep.
They take it all 5 games. They beat them 3-2. And then they advance to face who else but Gen G, Generation Gaming, seed 1 from Korea, summer champions, who they have lost to this team.
Multiple times.
In fact, not just multiple Parm, but over 14-0 record over them because they had not won since June of 2021 against them.
Jesus Christ.
When they had that horrible summer season, they were 10th place, right? They didn't
Yeah.
take a game off of them. That was just one game, okay?
Yeah.
So it was over a year since they had beaten Gen G.
Damn.
They beat them 3-1.
That's crazy.
That's impressive. It was only 3-1, but it was still 3-1, right?
Mhm.
And then, last but not least, at the top,
The Demon King.
that former Demon King rival of his, even from high school, the man who
The
has
dude who-
overshadowed him from the day even before he was a professional.
Tormenting
Faker.
him. Yeah.
Literally, the 3-time world champion, the greatest person to ever play the game.
Mm-hmm.
They take them to 5 games.
Yeah.
They beat them.
Yeah.
In one of the most exciting world finals ever.
It wasn't that exciting, guys.
It was quite literally the greatest world final of all time. There has been 3 out of however many world finals, 12, that have ever gone to 5 games.
Mhm.
Season 2 TPA, season 6 SKT. Is that right?
It was whenever they played like fucking Samsung, right?
Yeah, it was one of the Samsung matches.
Yeah.
It was either 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then this.
Yeah.
And this is by far the greatest match ever played. of
Yeah,
League of Legends.
yeah.
Like, I mean, greatest final match for sure. It's some people are saying there's a lot of mistakes and it's a little sloppy,
Who cares?
but that's what I think makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Is that like the nerves of these pressures and like on the players is actually like influencing the game
It's already a treat to see silver scrapes in playoffs of
in a
like,
world finals.
In world finals.
Plus, we got a Lil Nas X performance.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And this one is for the champions. Oh
Anyways,
yeah, it's a Star Walk.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It was great. Esports was fucking nuts this week.
Good week.
Let's talk about the one more. Like, we're gonna end after this for sure. This is the final announcement. I think. Did you see? I posted this in the channel for ideas today.
Oh, Reckless.
No, that was after the Reckless thing. So Reckless might be returning to Fnatic for the 3rd time. Surely we won't
Also-
get Stockholm syndrome.
Also, don't sign to G2 if you want to play for a good team
Oh yeah,
later.
G2 literally speed running like after the Carlos thing. That's the start. Until
Speed
now,
running PR.
the speed running like the any percent turn yourself to the most hated fan base possible ever.
Fun story about that. So, Heroic played, right?
Yeah.
And Cadian tried like his whole thing is he makes an enemy out of the crowd.
Sure.
So he's just been getting Brazilians to talk shit to his teammates.
Not to him, but to his teammates.
Yeah, dude, just to get him fired
Oh
up.
my god, that's so good. I love Cadian.
Yeah.
I see why you like him now.
He's great.
I get it. Okay. So yeah, G2 basically Yankos has been released from G2 essentially, but no one's wanting to buy his contract because it's an $800,000 buyout essentially.
Fucking nuts.
Because he signed a 3-year contract. And
Yeah.
it's some big contract essentially, and he fucked up. G2 is also notorious for doing this. They've done it to Reckless before, who's now apparently returning to Fnatic
Big
for his
perks.
3rd time. Stockholm syndrome setting in.
Dad's back. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, that's not my real dad.
Yeah.
My real dad might also be back though, because
Come in.
it is rumored per Travis Gafford on 2 different sources that Double Lift is likely
Yep.
returning to pro play,
Yep.
most likely to 100 Thieves with Bjergsen and Spica.
Damn.
Bro, I just became a 100 Thieves fan.
That team is gonna be so
I don't fucking
nutty.
Apparently Busio is supposed to get promoted from the Academy roster
to the supporter top.
support. He's the best support player in Academy.
Is Double Lift okay with that?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's had fucking what's his face?
Wait, no.
Bio.
Wait. Is Suzio like an import?
Busio.
Is Busio import?
No, he's not.
Dude, 100 Thieves are gonna import a support.
They're talking about it. Sunday's apparently not out of the picture. I know that Tenacity kid's around. I'm hoping they don't.
Sunday's not import anymore, is he?
No, he's not. Keep Someday.
100 Thieves are importing. They NA jungle, NA ADC, NA mid.
Right. I think they should import both, and they should fill those out with some big names.
Mm-hmm.
But Sunday's not bad, but not great.
Yeah, Sunday's fine. He's serviceable. He'll win matchups. He'll lose matchups.
I mean, Impact's better than Someday.
Of course, yeah, Impact's better than every top laner in North America and has been for 8 years.
No, I'd say Someday and him have fluctuated, but I'd say the last year and a half to two, Someday has definitely been underneath Impact every time.
I meant like overall.
No, because I'd say there's splits where Impact would even win on C9 and shit.
Yeah.
Or like almost win, and then like 100 Thieves would drop out or whatever team Someday was on, but Someday would have a better individual performance.
What am I saying? Ray is like the most goated top laner.
Dude, bring back Ray. I love that guy.
Yo, he's awesome. Deep cut.
Dude, I still follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You do you?
No.
Oh, dude, his tweets are wild. But not like wild in like a crazy way. He's just like, I want to play so bad against someone, please. Just like, I would hire you, Ray. I would hire you every time. You're so good.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't see 100 Thieves not importing both of those slots.
Well, here's the crazy thing. I think that, unlike G2 running the like make everyone hate you speedrun, this is like make everyone love you speedrun.
That's what 100 Thieves.
That's an amazing acquisition.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm a 100 Thieves fan today.
I'm
about to buy a hoodie from the hoodie org.
Obviously, every organization, like every owner, wants to win chips and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like 100 Thieves is like the org that I think of that like has the capacity to, the money, the wallet to do so. I guess.
They got the fucking bag, bro.
But like at the end of it, like I also think like they're just totally fine with having everybody love them and their merch.
So hear me out. This is my deep cut to end the pod on. I am a 100 Thieves fan today because of this. I want to buy the merch because they have cool merch, and now I like it. But now I have more incentive to, because I also enjoy one Will Neff and one Austin Show, who are both part of 100 Theft. And as you may know, with G4 dying, that a lot of the shows and programs on G4 died as well, like Name Your Price and Hey Donna. So I am all for buying a hoodie with Double Lift's name on it so I can get Hey Donna back on the air.
FlyQuest has the coolest merch in the LCS.
No.
Yes. Theirs is the best.
I'm going to eat the turtles, not save them.
It's bees, bitch.
Are we doing bees now?
It's always been bees.
Not even more so. Fuck the bees. All my homies hate bees.
Do you like honey?
Use honey for 20%. You guys later.